All right, it's time once again to take a look at some MCU rumors that may or may not happen. I mean, everything's up in the air now.
Just stop for a moment. I mean, I know what you're getting at, and I mean, what happened to the just visionary, excellent, and groundbreaking trailblazer Victoria Alonso just goes to show that, misogyny, racism, and homophobia still casts its evil shadow across our world. And it's just like, oh boy, you lost a few bucks, and what do? You take it out on the little brown woman who's gay. That's just shame on you, Disney. Shame on you. And you just mark my word, this will not be forgotten. Just like Victoria, you won't be either.
Yeah. Well, anyway, after Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which in my opinion is one of the absolute worst of the D+ shows, not so much for its production or even really its plot, it's just the ethic of it.
What? Oh, a black man can't be Captain America?
No, the making your new black Captain America sympathetic to a mass murderer.
That was just, he was showing empathy
for a mass murderer.
She was confused, and it was a compelling character.
Not really.
Yes, she was. She had a unique look.
Uh-huh. So anyway, the follow-up will be a new Captain America movie, just without Captain America.
It will be Captain America, because he's Sam Wilson, Captain America.
Yeah, formerly Falcon, his own superhero identity. Not good enough. Gotta be Captain America.
Well, the original Captain America is like really old and probably dead. So
yeah, they're probably bring him back some kind of way because they need something.
You're not even gonna give it a chance.
Well, it's off to a bad start thanks to that D+ show.
That's just shut up.
Anyway, it'll be called Captain America New World Order.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. Because, oh boy, it's really sinister, but at the same time, it's positive because we can hope for a better tomorrow. And led by the first black Captain America, oh boy, we're halfway there already.
So anyway, President Ross,
how are they going to do that? Because sadly, the actor,
he's going to be recast. Apparently, by Harrison Ford.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. General Thunderbolt Ross becomes president. That character gets to continue, but T'Challa, no, he can't.
Well, Chadwick Boseman sadly passed away.
Yes, that's right, and so did John Hurt, who was the actor who played Ross, and now they're going to recast it.
Yeah, I don't get where you're going with this.
Anyway, President Ross recruits the leader.
What leader?
Well, that's a Incredible Hulk villain in the comics. He was this guy who also turned green.
So he had the same powers.
Well, no, not exactly. The gamma radiation gave him super duper pooper scooper intelligence and stuff like that. So he turned green, but then his head got really big and green.
Oh my God, is he going to be like MODOK?
Well, maybe. Anyway, but
he's never been cast.
Well, he kind of was cast way back when in the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk movie. Yeah, the guy that was helping him out at the end. Trying to help him deal with his Hulk problem and ended up getting exposed to gamma radiation himself. And you kind of see his head is swelling and he's smiling because he's all fascinated with this crap. Plus, he creates the abomination out of, what's his name, Roth, And
oh my God, that's right. The creepy little guy in the lab.
Yeah. So that's him. That's the leader.
Well, why is he the leader?
That's just the name he takes because he wants to rule and stuff.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah.
All right. So President Ross recruits him.
Why would he recruit a guy like that?
Because he's knowledgeable and stuff, and you'd have to assume they'll give some backstory of what he's been up to since Hulk went all soy boy and stupid.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. He's gained intelligence. And that's what you're scared of. Intelligence.
So anyway, Ross recruits him to create super soldiers for the United States government.
Again?
Yeah, well, way back when, he's been obsessed with that idea. So he wants his own super team that the government can control, because the Avengers went off on their own way and that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I see what yeah.
Captain America, Sam Wilson, attempts to expose this, aided by his girlfriend, Layla Taylor, and his wingman, Joaquin Torres.
Well, what happened to Winter Soldier?
I don't know. Maybe he's in it. I don't know. But, Joaquin Torres.
Who's he?
Well, he was an agent in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series, but the name refers to the replacement for the name Falcon. So since Sam Wilson became Captain America, he can't be called Falcon anymore. So he gave up his name, and then this Joaquin Torres comes along and takes the name. Now, in the comic books, oh boy, they really wanted to exploit ethnicity and stuff. So, of course, he had to be an illegal alien. He couldn't just be a government agent and an American citizen of Latino background or ethnicity or what have you. Instead, they wanted to just milk it even more. But apparently, to their credit, they didn't really do that with this character, or maybe they'll reveal it later. Who knows? But anyway, they won't be calling him Wingman. He will be called the new Falcon with, Latino colors to the costume type thing. At least that's the way it was in the comic book. Best left forgotten. I mean, you can keep the Joaquin character as his agent and stuff, but he'll probably get a Falcon suit,
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all.
Except to keep tokenizing these people who just aren't white, and they don't even get their own superhero stories or identity.
It's called legacy, stupid. That's how that works.
Otherwise known as hand-me-downs.
Oh, stop it.
During the mission, Sam, Captain America,
That's right. He's Captain America now. Get over it.
crosses paths with Israeli super soldier Sabra.
Oh, my God. That's going to be problematic. Oh, boy, they made a mistake. I don't know that you want to even include that in there because, that's really triggering. It's a complex issue.
But, Israel can't have a superhero.
It's just not, no, it's a complex issue.
Well, anyway, Sabra is an old character from Marvel. They made her up a long time ago. The first time I ever saw her was in the original Contest of Champions story. But so anyway, but they must join forces to fight the Serpent Society.
Oh, my God. Like a bunch of snake people or something?
Not exactly, but this is sort of just another Hydra, only it's the Serpent Society. But it is an old villainous group from Marvel Comics. So, look, so far this isn't bad. This sounds pretty good. Might actually work out if they can do it right. It's like Falcon and Winter Soldier should have been akin to Captain America Winter Soldier, which is the pinnacle of the Marvel films. If they could just recreate that and keep it in that tone and template, they'd really have something. Because really, Falcon and Winter Soldier should have been the best show of the D+ shows.
It was. I mean, well, actually, I like Loki and WandaVision. So, third place, maybe.
No.
That's just, no, you're wrong. That's all there is to it.
Anyway, Ross ultimately transforms into the Red Hulk.
Oh, my God. Oh, he becomes a Hulk.
Except he's red.
Red. Oh, because he's like MAGA and stuff. Yeah, I bet he's the bad guy.
Yeah, because he fights Captain America.
Well, there you go. Well, he's got Hulk powers. How's that going to work?
Well, now Captain America's got wings so he could fly away from him.
That's true.
Yeah. And Hulk can't break that shield.
Uh-huh.
So, But, in the comic books, it was a mystery as to who the Red Hulk was, and eventually it was revealed. Oh, my God, it's Thunderbolt Ross. After all those years chasing the Hulk, he becomes one himself, So anyway, desperately seeking to recreate the super soldier serum and stuff, which is, what led to the Hulk, at least in this version of it. It's not originally, but, whatever. So it makes sense. It's kind of cohesive plot. It's just the poor Hulk never gets his own story in this MCU thing, except just briefly once. Yeah, it's kind of sad. But anyway, obviously they're going to have Ross be the villain here.
As they should, because he's starting to sound very Trumpy to me.
So anyway, Sam realizes the world needs the Avengers.
But don't they have the Avengers?
Well, I guess they kind of split up after Iron Man died and Captain America got old and Thor got fat.
Well, what about Captain Marvel?
What about her?
But she's
On her way out, so yeah. Besides, she apparently likes to live in space and stuff, so.
Oh my God. Well, okay, so there's no Avengers.
No. But now there's going to be one. So at the end of the movie, he decides to reassemble the team. Of course, with who's left.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Of course, after the Spider-Man movie, where no one remembers that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, he's not going to have his phone number. I guess they'll remember that he fought with them, but they won't remember that he's yeah, that's weird, since none of them ever wore masks half the time anyway. But anyway, no one remembers.
Spider-Man No Way Home was a great film.
It was, even though a lot of it doesn't make any sense. But then neither does the blip, really. They really don't know how to deal with that. They really painted themselves in a corner with that.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Apparently not, because on top of everything else, it's just another problem for the MCU and not really thinking things through and constantly changing it up at the last minute, especially slave driving the VFX artists. And now we know who was chiefly responsible. Victoria Alonso.
That's not right.
Well, she was the chief officer of that division. So it is.
Well, this is very uncomfortable and ultimately wrong. It just is. You think of the symbolism of it.
Well, you got to think of the money you need to make. And her pushing constantly wokeness to the stupidity of the need to rename the X-Men because there's a lot of women in the X-Men.
Well, exactly. What the hell is that? It's
oh, God. Oh, you spend a lot of money to buy a brand and then you immediately tear it down. What's the point of that? You might as well flush the money down the commode.
What are you even talking about?
Okay, well, anyway, there you go. Captain America, New World Order. If it comes,
it's coming. It's gonna happen. Come on.
Well, we'll see.